And him, the rapper, ended up going to a nail salon and doing something very similar and calling this lady racist, but she ended up telling her side of the story, and they were called out for it very publicly.
Hey man, we're finna see who accountable in this story right here. You feel me? That's pretty much what we're gonna be doing with all these stories to come. We talking about accountability, man. It's time to change the world, one video at a time. You hear me? Let's get right into it.
Now that I no longer work at my old job, I want to do a story time on a very famous rapper who tried to ruin my career and ruin my life. I worked at a department store, men's designer specifically, and I was commission based. I was working one day when a man approached me asking for help picking out a jacket for his music video. He was very nice. We ended up picking him a green Bottega jacket, most beautiful jacket I've ever seen. It was about $6,000. He bought it. He left. My coworker came up to me and was like, "Do you know who that is?" I said, "No." They showed me his Instagram, and I ended up following him. He had a lot of followers. I'm like, this is going to be cool. He's shooting a music video on this. I would love to see that. It's great. So he ends up shooting the video. The jacket looked amazing. The video was cool, good song, good energy. Yeah, awesome. Well, not awesome. A week later, I see him walk in with his girlfriend, baby mama now. She was starring in a very big, well-known Disney movie at the time, so she was very popular at this time. Well, they wanted to return the jacket. I had to tell them, no, you cannot do that. It was not fun. We ended up going back and forth over this, and I had to tell him 3 reasons I could not return this jacket. The first reason was it was smelling like cologne, very strong cologne scent. The second reason, it smelled a lot like smoke, and neither of these reasons were good enough for either of them. They were going back and forth. I told him that it's worn. The third reason, it was worn. He looked at me and he said, "You cannot prove that." And I said, "Actually, I can." And I pulled out my phone, pulled out the video, and I said, "This you?" He was speechless. He was speechless, and his girlfriend did not like that. She said, "This is extremely unprofessional. This is something that you do to all of your clients." Like, just very, very livid. And I explained to her, you guys are public figures, very well known. He told me he was shooting a music video. This is a public video posted on YouTube. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I pulled it up because I am commission based. I know it was worn. I cannot take back this jacket. It is a $6,000 jacket. It is against our return policy. I am not able to accept this. I could get in trouble. I'm very sorry. Explained it to her many times, explained it to him. It was just getting very heated. It created a scene. 3 of my coworkers started coming, trying to defend me. It was...
All right, so far, I'm saying names, you hear me? DDG, it's on you, my boy. Yeah, man, first of all, why we returning jackets? And then we got viral sensation going on right now. You talk about you make more money than NFL players and stuff. Why you returning jackets, man? After the video shoot, you know them folks want finna take that jacket back. It smell like weed and baccarat. But anyway, yeah, it's on you. You accountable in this situation. Now, until this shit shift to where it ain't on you, yeah, you the culprit right now. It's back on you, young lady.
Not going down. It was getting worse and worse. My manager stepped in, helping me, and I actually said, "I'm going to remove myself." I did not feel comfortable anymore. It was not heading into any direction that I wanted to be a part of. So my assistant manager stood there, and I told him, "I'm going to remove myself. If my assistant manager would like to return this, he is absolutely welcome to. I personally cannot take back this return because I can get in trouble. It is a very expensive jacket. It's worn. It smells worn. I can't. I am so sorry, but this is policy." They ended up leaving. My manager said no, he had my back. They went to different departments, tried to return it. It was denied all over the store. They ended up winning. It sucks, but they went to a different location and returned it. It's fine. I expected it to be returned, just not by me. I didn't care because I did not want to get in trouble. I did not want to take the heat for that. It's a big no-no to return designer stuff. I guess that wasn't enough for him because he took to his social media to...
No, I gotta say this because I gotta keep it real now. We talk about accountability, and I'm gonna tell you something. Now it started a little fishy on y'all part. Cause what you're saying is he took it to another location. That's another store. Same store, but another place. and they took that jacket back, even though it smelled like cologne and smoke. Cause I'm gonna tell you, he had on some cologne that you can't get off unless you wash it. If you wash it, I don't even think you can wash that smell out, man. My brother used to wear that baccarat. Some of my cousins wear it now. My daddy is floating around in Mississippi right now. Everybody spending $500 on baccarat around here, like they rich. They might be, but hey, man, why y'all didn't want to take that jacket back, but the other place took it back, man? Was y'all trying to punish them because they stars, you know? And the other place embraced them because they stars? This accountability might be shifting, now to y'all. Let me hear what you got to say, though.
Post the receipt of this jacket, and with the receipt, he wrote a very crazy message. With this receipt, it showed my first name, the first initial of my last name, where I worked, the address of where I worked in the department. And in that photo, he said my first name, all of that information, and said I was racist and I called him the N-word with a hard R. I did not do this. I had 3 coworkers there, 2 of which were black, my assistant manager, and if I had done this, I would have been immediately fired. I worked a year after that. The store manager ended up apologizing to me for what he put me through. It created a month of harassment. 1 month of his fan base, to his millions of followers, going to social media, to Yelp, to Instagram, to TikTok, calling me racist. They started showing up at the store in groups looking for me. It was very scary. They started calling the phones, and if I answered, I was being cussed at, yelled at, threatened. I had to be walked to my car when I left because like the groups would be kicked out and they'd still be waiting. They found my social media, and it did not die down for a month, and maybe over a month. It was very damaging, and I thought it was insane behavior because you are abusing your platform to try and ruin somebody's life who is just doing their job. I thought that was the craziest, most erratic thing in the entire world. It turns out that they ended up doing this to somebody else. The girlfriend's sister and him, the rapper, ended up going to a nail salon and doing something very similar and calling this lady racist, but she ended up telling her side of the story, and they were called out for it very publicly. I can't get over this because they came in with an AP watch, Disney money, fighting me, wanting to return a jacket. I am just doing my job. I cannot take this jacket back. Like, it's my job, and you're trying to ruin my life and say very damaging, real accusations for what? Over a jacket you ended up winning. Like, why are you trying to ruin my life, my career? Like, that's sick behavior. That is crazy, and I think it's crazy that he has such a big platform to this day that he's able to do that, and that they will probably do this again. Yeah, so that was a fun time in my life. I'm fine. Working in a department store, it was never a dull moment. Yeah. Now that
I will say this: accountability is everybody. Yep. Everybody is flag on the plate of everybody. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. It sound. I ain't gonna say you racist. I know you probably didn't say no N-word with no hard R and all that. He probably didn't say it with an A. I think he was just lying on you then, cause he was already mad at you. But do we got a right to be mad at you? Honestly, if we talking from what this story is saying, I think he do got a right to be mad at y'all, cause he took it to another location of y'all and got that jacket returned. Secondly, like I said, DDG, you right here telling folks they don't make more money than you, and you returning jackets and get mad when they don't let you. Like, what we talking about, man? Accountability. You hear me? What goes around comes around, man. But and why is y'all around acting like y'all ain't got no money? All y'all, even the sister, I forgot, Chloe. What is y'all doing? Man, my people, boy, I don't know, man. I ain't just gonna eat. Yes, I am. No, I ain't. Them people. Yeah, I'm like Charles and White, man. My people is my people. These ain't my people. Y'all got too much money to be running around here playing them type of games, man. Real talk. And later, I don't think you innocent. Why you know what kind of watch that man had on? Why you looking at all that? You mad he didn't invite you to that video shoot? Like it's so many angles you can really go with this, but you don't know the truth because in every story is that one person's side, the other person's side, and the truth is in the middle. You hear me? And we'll never know it. Cause ain't nobody's gonna get in and tell the truth. Not like me. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. Hey, but check this out. Everybody at fault. DDG, her ass, Chloe, Haley, all of them. Everybody just out here wrong as hell, man. Real talk. And with that being said, we're gonna get on out this thing, man. And hey, if you made it this far, hit that sub button. I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing though, before I get out this thing. Hey, that button free too. But check this out. I do these raw. So you hear me stuttering and all that is because I ain't writing nothing down. I'm watching this shit and I'm talking. Respect the game, man. You feel me? Hit the sub. And let's grow. Cause I only grow if y'all grow. And with that being said, man, YouTube think on this screen right now, YouTube think that's a good video for you to watch because you finished this one. Go ahead and prove it right, man. And click on that thing. Till next time, man. Y'all stay up.